Here, what's the mic check? 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? How are you guys doing today? I'm doing well. It's a little warm. It's a little warm today, but it's gonna get even hotter. So I'm just trying to get used to it. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over some crypto stuff, just some random stuff, maybe some little politics, CBDC kind of stuff. Probably make this kind of a quick one. Because I got to go back to work doing Uber Eats. So yeah, I've been really checking out Casper a lot. I just finally started my bag yesterday, and I'm happy about it. I'm like, everything I hear about it I like, and it seems like a good one. Seems very like underestimated, or like kind of underrated right now. So like, the more I check it out, the more I like it. I do feel like the community is pretty small right now, but I can see it getting much bigger, and I can see this having a good run. I was just watching Kevin Cage's latest video on it. Pretty good stuff. He really brings a lot of good information. So hit the thumbs ups. Let me know in the comment section if you like Casper Labs. If you're in the Casper network, if you have a bag, if you're expecting good things from the this blockchain. It's a layer 1. They've got a lot. It's got a lot of features. I guess it's aimed for businesses and enterprise, and basically they can change smart contracts after they're created. So it's basically what Ethereum 3.0 is looking to be. But that's a few years away from now, and Casper's already got it down. So that's kind of pretty cool. I've heard it kind of compared to like Solana, and I've been hearing it could pull some kind of like Solana type run. I don't know if that's possible, because Solana went freaking nuts, and I was stuck between Solana and Algo when I first heard of them both. I remember the announcement that U.S.C was running on Solana and Algo, and I was like, oh man, well, I want to get one of those. Like, and I was thinking Algorand, maybe I'll get Algorand, because I heard that Solana, like the tokenomics were kind of iffy, and it would probably be a few months at least before anything happened with Solana. And boy, was I wrong. So I chose Algo, and I sat in Algo for like a few years. Nothing happened. But Solana just blew up. And now, I think FTX had a little bit to do with that. So, but also too, it was, a lot of developers on that chain. I still have never owned any Solana. I've never even checked out the network. So, but anyways, congrats to whoever was in it and made a lot of money from that. That's great, and congrats if you were exploring it and having fun exploring the chain. I kind of feel like Casper might be kind of something similar. I don't know if it can even pull a run like Solana did, because that was one of the most ridiculous runs I've ever seen. Besides Terra Luna, that was a pretty crazy one too. We all saw what happened with that one. So let's see if anyone's here. Oh cool, people are here. Wow. All right, well, hit the thumbs up since you're here. I see 18 people. 15 now. I saw 18 people. 15 now. Let's get 15 thumbs ups if you're able to access the thumbs ups button, as long as you have hands. I mean, if you don't, I'm sorry. Like, sorry about that. I wish I could do something for you. Wish I could give you your hands back somehow, but I can't. So, hopefully you're able to use your feet well. So anyways, let's go back to Casper. Let's go. Okay, so my bags right now, I don't have many bags, guys. I've got 4 bags. Well, plus I got a lot of Pi network, which is unsellable. It's not even on the market yet. I have high hopes for it. I'm not holding my breath, but I do hope that they do list it on exchanges, and it comes out at a reasonable price, to where I can make a little, sell not all of it, but sell some of it and make some money. So who knows, man? I've been mining Pi for like 3 or 4 years now, and so I have quite a bit. So and it's built on Stellar Network, you know, and who knows, what if that was the one like that came out, since it was easily accessible, and it definitely can't be a security because, you know, no one's ever sold it for anything. So what if that was the one, like the world currency or something? That would be crazy. But anyways, I do have the Pi, and I mean, you can still mine it. I still mine it every day. You can still download the app and mine it. May as well. I mean, it's not non-intrusive. You know, they don't ask for any permissions from on your phone, so they can't read any of your data. So anyways, yeah, I've got XRP, I've got XLM, and I've got Cosmos, and now I've got Casper. And I do plan on adding a few more. I really kind of want to grab a bag of Arweave, because I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. I heard it's pretty like potent when it comes to like the file saving space, or like data saving space. So it's kind of like a little niche, and it's kind of like a big deal in that niche. So I'm gonna look more into that. I can see it like doing well. I don't know if it did well last bull market. Actually, I want to take a look real quick. I want to take a look at the chart of Arweave real quick. Let's see. So real quick, let me show you the chart for Casper Network. I'm glad I bought it. I bought it like it dipped pretty hard yesterday, and I bought it right at the bottom of the dip, and that's the best way to do it, guys. You see, you have like just a pile of cash on the side, and you have a few different bags you're accumulating. If you ever see it dip hard, if you have faith in it for the future, oh, I'm in a parking garage. I wonder if that affects my network. Okay, so yeah, you see it dip hard, and you have faith, and you're just a long-term hold. Why not buy that dip? Just buy it, put a little bit of money in. May as well, because you never know which dip is going to be the last one, you know. Especially if you dip tobacco, chewing tobacco, and you have like gum cancer, and you never know which dip is going to be your last one. You got that gum cancer, man. Your jaw's going to fall off, and then you don't have anywhere to put that dip, and then you die, and then that'll be the last dip. So I don't know why I'm so morbid today. I'm just like in a funny mood, I guess. I don't know. You know what? I think I'm in a good mood because I got my I went to the barber, and for the first time ever, I asked him to do my beard, and I just told him to take all the hair off my head. And so he did a pretty good job with the beard. If I didn't have a double neck or triple neck or whatever you want to call it, it would look a little better, but it still looks pretty darn good. He did a very good fade, and I think it looks good. And I bought a new shirt, so I feel pretty good today. So let's go to. I want to look at Arweave. You know what I was gonna do was show you the Casper chart, and I'm not trying to push it. I'm just telling you I'm excited about it. Like if you want to get in, cool. That'd be awesome. But you don't like feel like I'm trying to shill it or anything. I'm actually trying not to get too many people into the market right now for Casper because I want to accumulate. I only have like 200 bucks worth, so I want to grab like 100,000 of these things, these Casper tokens. Yeah, I'm in a parking garage, so maybe that's why it's not loading. So let's try it again. Is anyone here? Yes, yes. Hit the thumbs ups if you like my fade. I like it. Okay, Casper, let's see that chart. Yeah, there we go, baby. Oh man, as soon as I bought this dip, I bought it right there too. Literally 36.2. I knew it was gonna go back up. But you know what? You know what though? It's coming, it's gonna curve back down, I think. So it's probably just kind of following Bitcoin right now. It's relatively unheard of. Kevin Cage loves this thing. This might be an inverse Head and Shoulders. Look at all that volume though. Well, that was due to, I think that was due to the Ripple thing on the 13th. Yeah, probably. So let's take a look at the long-term chart though real quick. I want to show you, it was $1.25 at one point, and it came out during the bull run, and you know, all the early investors, I guess the venture people, whatever, they took all their earnings. But you can see right over here, you can see that it's curving upwards. It's doing this upward momentum kind of thing since this big crash back in May, and up and up, and it seems to be going, it's making higher highs and higher lows, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. So it hasn't seen any kind of big rally at all yet. You know, I say yet because it hasn't seen anything yet, but they're building a lot, I guess. So this is the year chart. I mean, I like that chart, guys. Boom, like that's a higher high, a higher high, a higher high, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, and so far a higher low. I mean, it looks like people are accumulating, so it looks pretty decent. Oops. It looks pretty good. Regardless, the chart, you see, I can see it kind of curving, especially now that I'm talking about it. People are gonna be like, oh shit. Well, if Mike's talking about it, well, you know it's gonna be a banger, man. You know it, right? Because I brought you a lot of good stuff, you know, back in the day. I really did, and you know it. If you've been around on my channel or checking out my live streams and on all my videos, you know I brought to you quite a few bangers, right? I told you about Zinfin when it was like $1 million market cap. What is Zinfin now, guys? Let's take a look, because if you bought it when I made that video about it, then you're still holding it, then you made a lot of, well, you didn't make anything if you're still holding it, because until you sell, you didn't make anything, but you're holding a lot of value. So let's take a look at that market cap. So it did a 452x. That's a big X. That's a lot of X's. It did a 452x since I first did a video on Zinfin. Theta, man, where was Theta when I told you about it? No one knew what Theta was before I said anything. Well, people did, but not people on my channel. A lot of people were like, Mike, thank you, man. I think it did 100x. Let me see. I think it did 100x, or it did like more than that. I told you guys about it when it was 7 cents down here. Oh no, what am I doing? What are you doing? Okay, right here. Dude, why? I told you about it. Yeah, right around there. It was April 2020. It was like March 2020 when I told you. And I only bought one bag. Sometimes all you need to do is just buy one bag. I don't remember how much I put in it. Maybe like $500 or $1,000. And I literally forgot about it. And I sold at $13.50 right around here. And I'm a master at catching these dead cat bounces. So I literally sold right up here at $13.50. And that was probably my biggest gainer of anything ever. I mean, look what happened, guys. But I wouldn't be in it now. Look at it. I mean, it's creating a base, but the thing is, dude, when something pumps like that, I mean, it's almost inorganic. And to be honest, I think the people pushing this token were the silver community. And the silver community has a big market cap, and they have a lot of money, obviously. So I'm thinking a lot of silver people were, this was their token. Like the YouTube silver people, it was all about Theta. Theta was their one token, and they did it, man. They pushed it up hard. They were showing it like crazy. And I bet a lot of people were selling their actual physical silver, or their silver, tags, or their silver bonds or whatever. And they bought Theta you know. And then I'm so lucky that I just had a lot of patience with that one. I sold up there. I was telling you about it, 7 cents, man. And yeah, that was a lot. Back here, it was like way back here. March, I think it was March, yeah. March 2020. That was when the COVID crash happened. So I told you about Theta. I don't know what the market cap was back then. It was very small. I wish I did more videos on it, so put more emphasis on it, but I had just bought one bag and I was like, all right, this thing's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a good one. I told you about Ultra U.S. That one didn't do as much, but it still did something. I told you about AMP as well. Ultra U.S. I was a big proponent of this one. I have sold all of it. It's still low market cap. As far as gaming projects, this one's pretty unique. It ran pretty hard. I was telling you about it like way over here in 2019, and it still ran really hard. So it was very cheap back then. What's his name? Kevin Cage. And I missed quant. I was in a different place at the time. Plus, I remember I told you about Link when no one was talking about it. I was the first YouTuber doing any kind of videos on Chainlink. People still don't do videos on Chainlink, but that was in 2018. Chainlink, guys. Oh my gosh. Chainlink, guys. There was nothing else doing anything in the bear market of 2018, 2019, except for Chainlink. And I was the one screaming from the mountaintop, Chainlink, Chainlink, guys, Chainlink. Look at the market cap is $3.5 billion. And when did I tell you about it? And I was doing videos and I was excited. I was so stoked about it. Let's see. Let's look at that chart. I was telling you about it way back over here. Way over here. When it was 75 cents. It was right around May. That's when Ethereum mainnet came out. That's when the run started. It was 75 cents when I started doing videos on it. It was back here. And look what it did. It went to 50 bucks. You know, so that was 100x right there, you know, or something like that. More than 100x. That's like 150x or 125x or something like that. That's pretty darn good, man. Pretty darn good. And that saved you. You know what? If I was doing YouTube during the last few years, I would have been yelling from the mountaintops about GMX. That's the one that saved me during the bear market. You know, there's always those few tokens that you just kind of get a feeling about, that they hold you up, you know, during the down times. And GMX really was a fun hold. Because it didn't do any like massive gains, but it just steadily went up because it's a real yield project, and it's still going up. It's just up only, and a lot of tokens and coins were just going down steadily. So it was doing the opposite. It wasn't spiking too much, but it was just always going up, and it's still going up. And I don't see it going down anytime soon. I really don't. It's an awesome project. I mean, it's an exchange. It's a perpetual exchange, but they give the earnings to the holders of the token. Not a lot of projects do it. They don't really give their earnings to the project holders, to the token holders. So, and I got a massive Arbitrum airdrop because I was in GMX and I was using the platform, and I got like $13,000, almost $14,000 worth of Arbitrum. I got the max that you can get just because I was involved with GMX. I was highly involved in the Arbitrum community, and it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Now, you know, Arbitrum's kind of like, after the airdrop, you know, there was a big news event, you know. It was kind of a sell the news event. And then basically the Arbitrum ecosystem was doing really good things during the bear market. And as soon as the bull market started showing its horns, that's when you kind of like get the feeling, okay, well now I can move on to another thing. And that was basically when the Arbitrum had its airdrop. It's been pretty much like up only since then. So you just kind of get a feeling, and that's why I'm here doing videos for you guys. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me see. Sometimes I'm like talking for hours and then no one can even hear me. Can you see me and hear me? What's up, guys? What's up, Rough Freakin'? I can't scroll through the chat, but I can't because of my cell phone. But I did see you momentarily. I saw Rough Freakin'. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. So yeah, so that's why I'm here. I'm trying to share sometimes I just have a really good intuition about things. And I like Casper. I don't see why it wouldn't blow up during the next bull market, especially because the circulating supply, it's complete. It's all released. So they don't have any token unlocks or anything like that. Like the circulating supply is already out. Full circulating supply. So there's no surprises there, you know, no dumping. It's the way I see it, Casper's probably going to be steadily up only from here. Maybe up, maybe a little down, up, but I'll be buying those dips. I kind of want to buy a lot more right now while I have a little money, which I don't have a lot. I just have a little bit. I kind of want to just make my bag bigger. I'm contemplating that, but we'll see. What I was saying before was Kevin Cage is a huge proponent, really big fan of Casper, and he gave us quant at $3. I didn't buy any because I was just in a different place, but I believe it went up to like $400. Almost, yeah, it went up to $400. So we'll see. Look, let's take a look at this calculator here. 400 divided by 3, that was 133x, which, you know, if you had quant, congratulations. And so I do kind of believe I give Kevin Cage a lot more credit. Like, it's not like I didn't believe him back then, but I wasn't paying attention much. But he's super passionate about it. He just did a really good video. I was just watching and watching his video and watching the Bearable Bull this morning. You know, these are the types of videos that get me wanting to do videos, you know? So it's cool. I mean, it just gets me all like pumped up. I think I'm going to share with you a little bit of the Bearable Bulls video, this from yesterday. It's really cool. It's good. I guess he talks to this guy called like Waters Over Crypto, I think it's called. I've never heard of him. I just heard of him like a few days ago. But he seems pretty sensible, but also kind of esoteric. And I like that. He is kind of into like numerology and astrology. He basically said in the interview with Bearable Bull, he said that anyone out there who's a billionaire, they absolutely know they know what astrology is, and they know how to use it to keep their money and to keep making money off of us little people, the people who don't understand how important astrology is. There's a reason the mainstream doesn't talk about astrology at all. It's because it's real. It's real, and it dictates like our whole lives, basically. It really does. So I'm really planning to get into astrology more. I wanted to show you, so I'll show you just a little excerpt of the Bearable Bull this morning here that I listened to.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to be the last opportunity to really make money in crypto.
The last bull run.
Let me know how the sound is.
I believe it's going to be the last one.
I agree with you 110%.
And that kind of scares me. You're supposed to say, no, you're crazy. The technicals, bull, come on. Shit, I hate it.
No. I'm going to go over to the Amazon chart. But finish your thoughts.
Death of wealth creation, globalization type of environment. That's what we're heading into. We're heading into the AI control grid. We're heading into the digital prison. And wealth creation is going to be unbelievably limited. And this is actually my warning that I gave to my mentorship community last night as well. Like, this is your last chance to make any significant wealth from building assets, whether it's digital assets or real world real estate assets. They want you to own nothing and be happy, and they're not going to do it in the way where history has usually done it, where they just take all this shit away from you necessarily. They're going to do it by literally making it financially unobtainable for you, right? That's how close we are. Like, look at how expensive it is to buy a home for first-time homeowners. Look at how expensive gold is getting, right? For a lot of people, that's unattainable. For a lot of people, Bitcoin is unattainable, right? And what is this all about? There's not going to be any upward mobility, and I can't stress that enough. This is literally your last chance, and you can't fuck this up. That's it.
Yes, I agree. We are not quite yet in the worst times. It could get pretty rough. I'm sure you've seen that video of Christine Lagarde talking about numerology. Like, so for all the people that are newer to my work that think that I'm just making this stuff up, it's beautiful to go watch that clip of Christine Lagarde literally trying to teach numerology to a group of people. And for anyone who's unaware, she's essentially the head of the Euro Central Bank. And recently she's come out and said that they will be making decisions on the digital euro by October of this year. Same person that's talking about numerology, and she's talking about the power of the number 7. And she went on to talk about the 7-year cycle, which I talk about, and it's called the Shemitah cycle. And she went on to talk about the 7 good years and the 7 bad years. Bro, she is spilling the beans on how this whole first world works.
Can you send me this video, bro, to be honest?
Sure. I'm sure it's very easy to Google for anyone who's listening to this, but yeah, you just type in Christine Lagarde numerology, or you could type in 7 good years, and she breaks it down. I'm pretty sure the video was probably from like around 2015, 2016, around this box right here, which was the last Shemitah cycle. And then we moved up into C19 event, and then it felt like doom for a moment, but when it comes to money making, it was actually super positive. And anyways, we all lived through it, so we know the story. But my point here is that are we heading into the 7 bad years? You know, that's what people might be wondering. And I'm not quite convinced, actually. But I do think that this next bull run will be the finality of like the good energy to anticipate in this market. And for the traditional markets, I see that ending in possibly 2026. But for crypto, I see that leading into the end of 2024 into early 2025, and then lights out for, you know, this whole concept of becoming a billionaire, millionaire off of a small investment amount. Like, basically what I'm saying in plain English is you're going to need a lot more money to make a substantial amount of money in crypto. It's not going to be like the craze that we had in the last cycle where you threw in $100 and you could have made 1,000%. A lot of that's going to go away when we have the shitcoin washout, because the smart money is going to really, really take its position, and they're going to be much slower in the way that they, you know, move this market than right now, where it's like the wild, wild west.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at that Lagarde video, because what I'm gonna call that, I call shit like that deciphering the lizard talk, my friend.
Well, you know, I mean, they do it all the time. They've been doing it all the time. People just don't pay attention. You know, people don't pay attention to the clues that they're leaving. It's in all of your Hollywood movies. It's in everything that's happening on the world stage. Nobody pays attention to the symbolism, and it's because people don't have the eye to see. They've been distracted, and that's what my work is all about. It's like about literally giving people the sight back. And now that you could decode what's happening, you know, you could remove your emotions completely, and you could become the most profitable you've ever been. So, I mean, it's really up to the people. Like, it's not about belief anymore. It's just the way this world works. I know people want there to be rhyme and reason behind everything, but if that was if it was as that, you know, easy, there'd be a lot more wealth in this world distributed amongst a larger percentage of people. But it ain't. It's distributed in the smallest percentage, and it's amongst people that know astrology.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
There is no single billionaire out there that is not aware of this esoteric code and how it operates on the world stage and how they could utilize it against you to profit off of you. And that's all this is, right? In order to make money, you have to sell it to somebody else. And who are they selling it to?
No.
Or who are they pricing out, right? When it comes to tangible assets and land, who are they pricing out? I talked about this when I started my YouTube channel on my live streams. I said, there will be no food shortage. There was so much of this conspiracy about food shortages. I'm sure maybe you even heard about it. And some people, because they know the way I talk, they would think that I would be a proponent of pushing this theory that there will be a food shortage. And I said, no, there will not be a food shortage. There will be hyperinflation in food. That's different. Food will still be here. It'll just be 300% more expensive than it was in 2018. That's all. And that's exactly how it went. We saw eggs go up 600% in some instances, gallons of milk. I mean, you name it. Pretty much everything in regards to food went up substantially. Or energy going up. And they blame Russia and the Ukraine thing. But again, they're always giving you something to believe in. They want you to believe in whatever they blame. Just like they blamed, bats during the beginning of C-19. Like, they always want to blame something, and this is how you get people to believe in it. But anyways, I don't want to get off the rails here. To get back to reality, I really loved what you brought up about how you feel the last bull run, or this upcoming bull run, will be the last crypto bull run to make really ridiculous amounts of money. And I agree with you, because I think that we are in our process, at least for the Bitcoin chart, coming into this moment here, where we have this one nice little rally. It's not going to be a double top. It will be price discovery. But then after that, we're just going to start moseying on along, just continuing and continuing and continuing up slowly, over the next, however many years we're even still alive on this planet. So, that's really the case that I see to come for things like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and anything that makes it through this washout. I think the biggest decode of my life will probably be the whole idea of when to anticipate this washout.
Yeah. I think I have one final question.
Okay, so I'm just trying to get, I just drove over to McDonald's, trying to get some Wi-Fi so I can see the chat on my laptop. So, but that was pretty interesting. This guy, Waters Above Crypto, I'm gonna have to check him out, because what he said made sense, about the billionaires and Christine Lagarde with the numerology. I mean, I brought that to you guys. I remember doing a video on that like 3 years ago. I think it was like 3 years ago. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And like, really, all you got to do is like follow the money, but you also kind of like really kind of look at this esoteric kind of lifestyle that the billionaires are living and the elite are living, and they really do put it out in plain sight. It's there. You just have to really dig. You got to really dig, and then you can't let all the naysayers and like you can't let the average people like make fun of you and peer pressure you into thinking that looking into that kind of stuff is stupid, or pointless, because it's not. I mean, I'm sure like Elon Musk, I'm sure he drops hints and stuff all the time that we completely miss. Yeah, I mean, if I was decoding and stuff like nowadays, I'd be trying to decode Elon Musk's tweets all the time. Although I don't know if he's trying to code anything, but I'm sure once in a while he drops some good information. I haven't looked at David Schwartz for a little while. All right, let me try to get onto my laptop on the internet. Let me try to get connected. Yeah, let me try to do that real quick so I can see your chat, and that would be kind of cool. So I'll just kind of play the rest of this real quick.
After this XRP chart potentially tops out, we're still in the midst of this pattern playing out and the volatility being right before us. Where do you think we could come back to, like, for this potential October crash?
So this trend line that I have, the blue one at the bottom, it might be a little difficult to see. It's a little noisy. Maybe this one is a little bit easier, actually. Let me turn this all off and make it nice and clean. Okay, so this is a very key support trend line. It is noticeable through the C19 crash, retest, and then this is your Flare token airdrop nonsense. This is the SEC lawsuit touching your semi-bull run, then coming down into this bear market, and you could see it held as a perfect support all the way until we bounced bullish. This was a close to 300-day support line, and if we take it from its totality, you're looking at over 1,000 days. So I do entertain this being your major support trend line. Anyone who knows my work, you know that I don't prioritize trend lines. I keep that as like a tertiary part of my analysis. But when you see this much data in front of your eyes, you can't deny it, and it's something you need to consider. So we could also talk about moving averages, because I feel like that's something else that's going to be very important here. But the problem with XRP and moving averages is it moves so violently, and moving averages are lagging indicators. So it kind of skews the data a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and say that in October, November, we could actually have a 45 cent XRP, because that's the 236 fib, and that tends to be a typical level that you retest after an automatic rally. So to give people the very quick rundown, you call it automatic rally after you break above the 382 fib. We have. You consider the end of the automatic rally anything above the 0.5 fib and into the golden pocket. Then after you get rejected there, the reason it's called an automatic rally is because it's a bull trap. It gets people to think that you're going to continue on to price discovery into a new bull run, but that's not the case. Then after that rejection, you tend to gravitate back to the 236. So a very technical.
Okay, all right, I finally got connected, so I'm seeing the chat. What's up, Ducky McScrooge? What's up, Edward? Hopefully you can hear me because I'm yelling. What's up, Pothead? Cardano Hustler, how's he going? Rough Rican, OC Crypto, what's up, man? How you doing? Rhonda, Bradley, Mark Brown, Mikey Scott, Love Dude from the UK, Martin R, Carl, what's up, Carl? Eric B. Mills, Sergeant, or General. John, what's up, John? Oh, I forgot to drop this. Dang it. I was going to drop this in the Telegram. So John Bryant, John Del Rio, Casper. Hey, John Del Rio is the one who told me about Casper. You're the one who like sparked my interest in the first place. Hey, Rod, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, cool. We got the fam up in here. All right, so I'm glad I checked the messages. So now I'll just kind of read it, but. Yeah, so I just wanted to, like, yesterday was insane. Was it yesterday? No, the day before. Was it yesterday? Hold on, no, it was the 13th. So that was really cool, you know, but I did watch another video that another friend of mine sent to this Telegram group that I have. He, and I watched it, and the guy made sense. He said, you know what, dude? I'm selling like 70% of my stack right now, like. And it made sense. So that's kind of, I sold half of my XRP, half of my Stellar. And then what I did was I traded on KuCoin before the 15th. By the way, take everything off of KuCoin, or at least get out of any trades. It's the 15th. Today they end U.S. trading. Like anyone in the U.S. can't use KuCoin anymore because we're not allowed to because of KYC. So, yeah, so they started KYC on, you're required to have KYC on the KuCoin by July 15th. And they don't allow U.S. citizens to use their platform because of U.S. legislation, I guess. So, but look at this BART. Look at this BART right here. I told you guys, anyone who was on the live stream with me the other day, on the live stream, I put an upside down BART head on here while it was still down at like, 50 cents or something. And then it shot all the way up to 95 cents. It went up like 100% from there. And then whoever sold, you know, probably Ripple, probably institutions, they all sold, you know, around 95 cents. Now, there's a possibility it might go up a little more, or it just could come down. But I did I did leverage trade. I shorted XRP after I took profit. I took with my profits. I shorted with like a few $100, and I made 100% of that back. So I made a few $100 on that, and that was great. So I traded twice in one day, and I made, I don't know, $1,000 or something. It was cool. It was like finally like a good trade. It's been a long time. I've only lost money for basically like 2 years. Well, not lost, but I've lost most of my money in the last 2 years that I made. Trading and trading is just something, honestly, trading is something you want to keep to like long term for the most part, maybe midterm. Short-term trading is very difficult because of all the emotions and the impatience, yeah, it's really kind of it's very, very risky. I mean, just hold, and then something like this happens and you can take profit. I honestly, I just bought XRP again a few weeks ago, and then I bought I sold half of that, and I bought Stellar XLM. So I had half XRP, half Stellar, and I'm very happy because I don't hold many cryptos at all anymore. So I was very, very lucky that the whole SEC thing, not a security thing, happened, and then it went up like 100%. Shut the fuck. Like it went up. I should honk too. It went up 100%, man, and I was like, do you know what? Screw it. So I scrambled to get to my hard wallet. It took me a couple hours because my hard wallet's in a very secure location now. It's not on me yet. So anyone who tries to mug me for my hard wallet, like, good luck, because that's not going to happen. So it took me a few hours. I finally got to it, and then I traded out. I took half my sold half my XP, sold half my Stellar. And then right then and there, I opened a 3x short trade on KuCoin, and I was a smart man for doing that because like the next day I was up like $300. So I made 300 there, and then I made like 800 from selling both of those. So it was a pretty fun day. It's just fun making money, I guess. I mean, am I crazy? Or is it fun making money? I don't think it's just me. I think it's a real thing. I think it's just fun in general. Making money is pretty fun. So, and that's what crypto's all about. Like, you have to have a lot of patience. This bear market was brutal, man. This bear market was brutal. I mean, dude, I was in the depression stage for like a whole year. I was like, dude, like, all the fun's gone, and it really, I mean, I needed to go through that and we all did. I'm sure a lot of us have kind of been really just like scratching our head, like saying, what happened? Like, I used to be happy. Oh yeah, it's because I don't have any money anymore. Things are hard again. Life is a lot more difficult when you don't have any money. So yeah, you're like, this feeling kind of sucks. Like, what's going on here? Why do I feel like this? Oh yeah, because like I had extreme euphoria in 2020 and 2021 because I was worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then you hold crypto thinking it's gonna keep going up, and it doesn't. And it's like, oh man. But I definitely learned quite a bit about myself and about the markets and about life in general. It's been a pretty interesting few years. I mean, since I got into crypto, the whole time it's been interesting. I mean, the ups and the downs. I mean, wow. My life has gotten 10 times more interesting since I got into crypto, and I would bet the same goes for most of you guys. I mean, once you get into it, especially the XRP community, once you start learning how the world really works, it's like a game changer. It's a life changer. Look at this though. Look at that candle, dude. You don't see that anywhere else on this chart. This is a 2-year chart. For 2 straight years, you don't see a candle straight up like that. Not at all. We have never seen a candle like that. I've never seen a candle like that in any of any of the top 10 projects the whole time I've been in crypto. Maybe Doge, but I don't think Doge was even this big. Like 100% in one day? I don't know. I don't think Doge was even that big. It might have spiked. It might have had a big high wick. But this was just, and it's very exciting, and I'm happy. I mean, it's not boring. It's not boring anymore, guys. I love it. And I love that feeling of like, okay, here we go, finally. Okay. Now I'm working my ass off, trying to get as much money, I'm trying to earn as much cash that I can get to accumulate crypto before it really starts blowing up. And now it's kind of scary because it might actually start blowing up soon. Who knows? I don't know. I hope it takes at least 6 more months, because that'll be enough time for me to get to be decently positioned in maybe like hopefully around 10 different cryptos, probably like 6 or 7 or 8 different cryptos. I don't want to diversify too much this time around. I just want to really research more, and I really want to find a good, like, probably 2 low caps. I want to find a good, like, 2 mid caps, 3 mid caps, but I want to find like 1 or 2 low caps that are really promising. And so far I haven't found any yet. Like, it was really easy back in the day, back in 2018, 2019, because there weren't that many cryptos. There weren't as many. Nowadays, it's just so dilute. The market is so diluted that it really is kind of difficult to find really good projects very early that are low caps, that aren't like full of venture capital. Kind of like Zinfin, like $1 million market cap, man. That was just a gem, and look at where it's in the top 100 right now. Zinfin's, I think it's in the top 100. Let's see. Not financial advice token. That one's ripping. Injective. Zinfin's in the top 100, I think. It's doing 94, and that's right around where Casper network is. I think Casper is like 98 or something. So that's a mid cap that I like. I want to find a few low caps. That's where, if you have some high conviction low cap plays, that's where you find all the money. Like A-Rod, he showed me a Morpheus network when it was not, you couldn't even find it on any exchanges. I remember the day I first bought it, I moved to the damn market just buying like $500 worth. I forgot what exchange it was on, IDEX, or I don't remember IDEX, guys. Anyone remember that? Morpheus network, man. No one had heard of it, and it's still relatively unheard of. MNW, or is it MRPH now? I think they changed it to MRPH. Let me see. MRPH, or was it always? Oh yeah, okay, so it's MNW now. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Let me turn the chat on. But yeah, A-Rod, he told me about that, and those little low caps, and there's research it, but some respectable people like it. They told me about it, so I'm gonna research it a little more. By the way, hit the thumbs ups if you like the fade. I went to a barber today, and I told him, take it all off, just get it out of here, but also square up my beard, man. He charged me $43, and I was like, dude, what? All you had to do was, he said, it's $23 for the haircut. Like, dude, what? You didn't do anything, man. You just went, and it took 2 minutes. So he charged me $23 for that. Whatever, it's cool. He used the, what is it called? One of those single blades to shave right here and get it lined up nicely. I like it though. It makes me feel like a legitimate beard owner. It looks better on this side, I think. I don't know. Anyways. Lossless. Oh, you see that number? 1111, 1111? What does that mean? You know what that means, guys. You know what that, we've been through enough. And it's almost numbered 1111. It's 1098 on CoinGecko. But the price is 11.11. What do you think that means, guys? Oh shit, don't buy it. Let me buy it first. Don't move it. It's only 6 million market cap. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have bought. Now it's gonna move. This thing's about to, look at that. Look at that chart. When you see this big buy right here, and then a long drawn out, slowly kind of downtrend, but it's still above. We got higher low here. You got a high, a higher high, a higher high. I think this thing's got legs. It's at 11.11 right now, which is, we'll see. Anyways, don't buy it. Definitely don't buy it until I buy some, because I want this to stay at 11. I take signs seriously from the universe. I take signs from the universe very seriously, and this is a sign from the universe. Whoops. This is a sign from the universe that it's probably a good, like put a few $100 in it. What can you lose? A few $100. I mean, if that's a lot, then don't do it. Put $50 into it. It might turn into $1,000. Who knows? Probably not, but it might turn into like $500. If it just does a 10x, that's all it has to do. 10x. Yeah, actually, I mean, you could turn it. That's all it needs to do is a 20x. You get $1,000 out of 50. It could happen. Lossless. I'm gonna probably research it and I'll let you know a little more. There's a video that I like that they were talking about it. I'll try to find it. Don't move it, guys. Don't buy it. Where can you buy it, anyways? I wanna buy some of this now. It's on KuCoin, dude. I wanna buy some of this, but I can't use KuCoin. I forgot. Apparently, we can't use KuCoin in the U.S. anymore. So, like anyone who doesn't have KYC, starting today on KuCoin, if you don't have KYC, and you can't do KYC if you live in the United States. So if you don't have KYC, you can't use KuCoin anymore. So I'm using MEXC now, kind of. That's where I bought my Casper on KuCoin, and I sent my Casper to MEXC, and then eventually I'm gonna set up a wallet for it so I can send it there. I just need to use the internet on my laptop. So don't buy it yet, okay? But you might want to after we research it a little. But I swear that 11.11 is the universe telling us, yeah, this is the one. This is a good one. And it's relatively unknown. Look at this. 4 small cap altcoins ready to explode in the bull run. Lossless is one of them. Yeah, I just heard about this last week. It's got 56,000 followers. It was a very cool use case. It's the world's first unrivaled exploit identification and mitigation tools designed to foolproof web-free from hacks. And what I kind of forgot exactly what it does, but when they explained it, I was kind of driving and I was working, so I didn't really hear everything. But when they explained it, it sounded really cool. Like, sounded like a good use case. So I'll research this a little more and I'll let you know. Just don't buy it. Don't buy it. Not yet. Let me buy some first. Because I've done that before. I tell people about something I'm gonna buy, and it's a low cap, and then it blows up, and I'm like, damn, dude, like, I'm so stupid. Why didn't I buy some? Now I gotta buy it expensive after it pumped. You know, I've done that before, and I'm like slapping myself in the face behind the scenes, like, Michael, why did you do that? You're so stupid. All right, anyways, but 11.11, that means something, guys. That means something, guys. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, Casper. Another one I'm looking at is Arweave. I've been hearing about that for years now, a couple years. It's like Filecoin, but just a much lower market cap. Come on, CoinGecko, let's go. There we go. Arweave. I'm sure some of you have heard of it before? Are we? It's really hot, so I might be sweating. You might see, you might notice, or you probably don't. It's rank 102. It's like all the ones I like are like rank, like Mina protocol is rank like 96 or something. I like Mina. It's Chainlink's biggest competitor and most competent competitor. It's a layer 1 too, and it's like an oracle. So I mean, that's pretty cool. I want to look at this chart. Yeah, look. See, I like these kind of charts. I mean, I don't super like it because it already pumped hardcore, but it's been consolidating. It looks like it's in a falling wedge pattern from here. Yeah, that's a falling wedge pattern, so that's pretty bullish actually. I like those kind of patterns, but this one is like file storing, and it's, I mean, from what I heard about it like a few years ago, I was stoked on it, but I just didn't. I had so many different coins and tokens already that I was just like, no more. No, I can't really do anymore. So anyways, hit the thumbs if you like my beard. It looks pretty nice, I think. It's pretty like faded pretty well. Hit the thumbs if you like my bald head. What is that? Oh. Let's look at the chat. There was something here I wanted to show you too. Hey, that's me. Hey, look at all the pretty ladies. All right. Oh yeah, this is Casper. What was it? Oh, this one, yeah. Ron DeSantis.
If most of your shop or a lot of your shop is merchandise from Donald.
Well, if I am the president on day one, we will nix central bank digital currency. Done, dead, not happening in this country.
Hey, what's up, folks? So Ron DeSantis said on day one, if he's president, that he'll ban central bank digital currencies from America.
So I think the Fed may try to do something unilaterally. So what we did in Florida is we basically passed a law that says we do not recognize CBDC in the state of Florida. And I think other states are probably going to follow suit.
And he also said he already did it in Florida, which is true. I'm going to talk about that and also Vivek Ramaswamy's performance in this short show. God bless you. Show starts now.
Oh man, okay, so I'm reading the comments here. I don't know why these guys walked over to my car. It's like they're listening to me or something. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. So.
The Dream Rare Podcast. Welcome to the show. The way to get the news.
In the wake
man,
of whatever the next
threat.
economic disruption.
CBDCs are definitely a threat. that was bizarre. These two, like, they look like they act like they're in the mafia. I don't know. They're the two. What are they called? Armenian guys just walked straight over to like my open window and like sat there. They were talking and then they stopped talking and they were just listening to me. Like, dude, did I say? I probably said something triggering or crazy, huh? I was talking about money. I probably got to get out of here, man. They're gonna like, next thing you know, you're gonna see me in the news like headless, and my car stolen and everything's like ransacked. But nope, no hard wallet here. No, I'm just joking. I'm not paranoid like that. But that was bizarre. Anyways, I'm gonna read the chats here. You guys been asking me some stuff. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm trying to like be as loud as possible so you can hear me. Let me go from the bottom up. Any opinion on Jasmine? Nope. I think the only thing I know about it is that I think it's from it's a Japanese project. U.S.C crypto, that sucks. That really sucks. I hate when projects do that, man. you had a bag of morph MRPH, and they changed the contract. It's a whole new contract address, and it's MNW. It's a whole new token, and I guess you had to do it by the end of 2022. So you're just holding a bag that's worthless, right? That is bullshit, dude. That really sucks. And man, I feel for you, dude. That really blows. I think that happened to me like once or twice, but I didn't have a whole lot. KuCoin booting U.S. people was a big hit for me. It's going to be tough for us in the next one. So I'm hearing that MEXC is a good one. All you have to have is if you're in the U.S., I just use my VPN and I put it to Mexico, and you can sign up for MEXC, and I guess MEXC has a lot of the same ones as KuCoin. But yeah, I love KuCoin. That's my go-to. It's just easy. I got used to it. It's very easy. I've never had any problems with it. I'll usually I'll buy coins. I'll send my coins there. I'll sell them, and then I'll just buy some XLM and then send that to Coinbase, and then cash it out from Coinbase. And that there's a cash. But yeah. So KuCoin's that's kind of sad. Martin R. I like Vechain, but I gave up on it a long time ago because it's just, I mean, it was so promising, but nothing's happened. Nothing has happened to, like, that chart is just sad. Like, I mean, a little bit happened, but not much. Let's take a look at it real quick. Vechain, I mean, hopefully it does something. Maybe if Asia has a big run, you know, like I think probably, I bet Vechain will be good, you know, just a long-term hold. Just kind of hold it and forget you have it. Just forget about it. Kind of like, you know, like XRP. And I mean, that's what happened. A lot of people just forgot about it. They had it. They forgot about it. And then on July 13th, they remembered it. They totally remembered it. So Vechain's still a huge market cap. It's great use case. It's one of the most unique use cases we've seen. It was an early supply chain coin, and I think Morpheus network is kind of similar. It's a smaller scale project. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so I just want to look at that chart. Yeah, see, I mean, that's long term. Look at that sideways action. I mean, it did perform in the bull run. Yeah, I made profit on that. That's for sure. I remember thinking like Cardano and Vechain. Like, dude, I made a lot of profit on Cardano. I think BitBoy actually had a big part in that because he was pumping it like crazy. BitBoy really is like, I'm like off and on. I like him, but I can't stand him at the same time. Like, he has helped me make money, but he's also helped me, well, he's helped others lose a lot of money. He's pumped bullshit projects before, like just terrible projects, stupid. And it was purely a pump and dump, purely. Like, he clearly didn't have any conviction in these stupid projects, but he would do videos on like all sorts of projects, just pumping, and he was making so much money. I mean, the guy's rich and he flaunts it, like, you know, obviously. And a lot of it is probably not you guys, because most of you guys are much smarter than the average newcomer. But a lot of the noobs in the crypto space gave BitBoy their money. You know, collectively, he basically just took their money, and he bought Lambos with it. You know, and he bought a big studio, and now he has like 5 YouTube channels, and you know, he's got a whole business. He has like 40 employees, and he's paying for it with, you know, with your money or a lot of the noobs that came in. And he's got a huge YouTube channel, and some people consider him like a professional, like an expert, which is ridiculous because he's not. He's so funny. Like, let me show you this tweet he put out. Freaking BitBoy, man. On the XRP Moon Day a few days ago, what he put out a tweet. Where is it? He's probably embarrassed about it. I bet he is. He should be. No, he was like, it's a great day for XRP, but don't forget about Bencoin. We have a long way to go. We're gonna regulate the space and blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, really? Like, everyone's excited, and you gotta make this about yourself. Really? Let's see. Yeah, it was down here. And I'm just like, are you kidding, dude? Or did he like edit his tweet because he was embarrassed about just totally, yeah, this one. I was like, are you kidding? What a huge day for XRP holders. This was like right when everything happened, and I'm sure you guys felt the excitement like I did. I'm sure you did, because I felt that. Like, I was, and I don't even have, I sold a lot of my XRP, and I wish I had all of my XRP that I had. I had like 10,000 of them. But I sold most of it, and then I bought back a little. I bought like, what? I only had like $500 worth, and, you know, turned it into like $1,000 or whatever. So I didn't, you know, it didn't really affect me too much. But I was super stoked regardless, just for the community. I just love being excited, celebrating. It was a day to celebrate, that's for sure. Definitely a day to celebrate. And then, so in the midst of all that good energy, that high energy, BitBoy, he goes, what a huge day for XRP holders. And I'm like, yep. But this is the only beginning of a long fight. Don't let your euphoria take your eyes off the prize. Bencoin is the coin to lift up the entire space. It's how we will continue taking the fight to them. What the fuck is Bencoin, dude? What are you talking about, bro? Bencoin? What the hell are you talking? What? Why? BitBoy, why? Really? I mean, this guy, it's like, part of me admires him for having the courage to be him. But at the same time, it's like, dude, no self-awareness. You don't realize how fucking stupid you are. Maybe, I think he knows it, but he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. I mean, hey, you know, he's made a shit ton of money off y'all. I guess that's what matters to him. He doesn't care how weird and stupid he looks sometimes. I mean, Bencoin? Come on, dude. Like, you're comparing XRP to Bencoin? You're saying Bencoin's the one? Okay, dude, what the hell is Bencoin? Besides your name in a coin. Like, and he's totally serious, too. He's not joking. This guy's serious. Like, oh my God. I guess is it a meme coin, or what the hell is it? You know, I think he created it during, yeah, even everyone's laughing at him. I think he created it during the meme coin season. I heard about it back then, but of course I didn't buy any of that shit. I'm not going to buy a Bencoin, like, you know, no, I'm not going to do that. No. So anyways, I thought that was funny, man. That made me laugh, dude. I was just like, are you kidding me? So anyways, with Vechain, I'd say, dude, I mean, I wouldn't sell it now. Like, this is, yeah, I mean, that looks like a double bottom, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, look at that double bottom. Hopefully it's a double bottom. You got to see it kind of come up above this level, you know, probably above like the 3 cent level, and hold above 3 cents. And if it holds for a little bit of time above 3 cents, that's when you start buying it. If you haven't bought it, or don't sell it, you know, like, but if it comes below, if it goes below this, if it goes below like 1.4 cents, then you gotta worry, you know. Then you might want to sell it and wait for a structured bottom to come in and show you that it's gonna do all right. So Vechain, though, you know, it's just one of those, it goes sideways and then it goes up. I think it's gonna do just fine during the bull run. I don't see it going away. I mean, it's been around for a long time, and this chart doesn't do it justice. It's been around a lot longer than 2018. I mean, I think it was in the last bull run. I think it blew up in the first, in the bull run before the last one. But I wasn't part of that bull run, so. But I think Vechain still has a strong use case. It's just what happened to it, man. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard any news from it. I haven't heard anything about it lately, so I think Morpheus Network wants to kind of take some of its market cap. And so Morpheus is like definitely, I mean, look, it's such a low cap. It's still a low cap. And a lot of people know about it. It has a huge community. I mean, it's one of the ones that everyone is saying, if you're looking for low caps, this is a good one. I don't know, what is it, 6 million? What's the cap, like 50 million, 40 million? That's really low. There's another one too, VRA, I'm kind of interested in. I just want to see real quick what the chart looks like and what the market cap is here. So like one thing you really do have to take into account is the circulating supply of the coins, which is why I really like Casper. Okay, so yeah, VRA is only 50, and that one like really blew up alongside Theta because they're kind of like similar niche. Let's take a look at that chart. Oh, that's a good chart. That's a good looking chart. Yeah, it's accumulating. I like that chart actually. So that's probably another good low cap. Yeah, that's a good low cap. Veracity. I don't think it had a really proper run. Well, actually it did. Look at that. It did very well. It did very well. And now it's back to like half a cent. It went to what, $80? Oh, 8 cents. Okay. So it went above 8 cents. So it's a 40x from here, I guess. Right? Or no, that's 160x. I don't know. My brain is mush. So anyways, let's go back to, I want to check out the chat again, so I can talk to you guys a little more. I said, you know what I said? Like, Ron DeSantis, if I was a voter, I'd vote for Ron DeSantis solely because of his stance against the CBDCs. I mean, because like people don't really get that when they introduce CBDCs, it's going to completely change our lives, slowly but surely. Probably, maybe not all at once. They can't do it like that, or there would be an uprising. There would be major protests, probably riots in the streets, you know, at the Federal Reserve or something. You know, I don't know where, but they would slowly make it just to where they can control our lives, you know, completely. You know, and tell us what to buy. They wouldn't let us buy crypto anymore. They control what we buy. That would be nuts, dude. And then they would give us a time limit to when we could, to where we can spend our money. Like I guess they're gonna take it away if we don't spend it by this time or that time, so that they can keep the economy going. Like they're gonna make all sorts of excuses. And I said, if Trump took a stance against CBDCs, that would probably be it. He would win for sure. But then again, I don't know how many people really care or really know about CBDCs and how bad, you know, they are for us, for 99% of the people. Yeah, the 1% that they're good for, they're cheering them on. They're the ones who are trying to create it and trying to get it into place as soon as possible. So let me look at the chat here real quick. Oh, I got disconnected. Okay, but I think I'm back. Oh, I got disconnected here. Let me see if I can try to reconnect. Pulse chain. You know, Hex was one of my big ones. That was one of the ones I really did well on. But I'm just not involved in Pulse chain just because I don't know. I'm not sure if he can pull it off again. He is the kind of guy, he's pretty, Richard Hart is very confident. He's very smart too. Hart's got smarts, man. Hold on, let me reconnect. I'll be right back. Let me play a little video. Let me play some of this here. And I'll be just in 1 minute.
Disruption that we're going to face is, and everyone kind of feels like maybe there's something coming, that will wind up with digital currency issued by the central bank?
Well, if I am the president on day one, we will nix central bank digital currency. Done, dead, not happening in this country. In the state of Florida, because the Fed has been talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
And what the Fed said was, well, you know, we wouldn't do it without consulting the legislative and executive branches. Ideally, we would get a law passed. No. That's not how the Constitution says. It's only ideal that you get a law passed. You would have to get a law passed. I don't think Congress would pass that. So I think the Fed may try to do something unilaterally. So what we did in Florida is we basically passed a law that says we do not recognize CBDC in the state of Florida. And I think other states are probably going to follow suit. That will jam their ability to do it through executive action. They don't have authority to do it. There'd be lawsuits and everything. For those who don't know what CBDC is, what they want to do, and this is tied in with like Davos, World Economic Forum, all these people. They want the Fed, they want to get rid of cash. They want no cryptocurrency, and they want this to be the sole form of legal tender. And they have said this publicly at like Davos and these other places. It will allow them to prohibit, quote, undesirable purchases like fuel and ammunition. And so the minute you give them the power to do this, they are going to impose a social credit system on this country. CBDC is a massive threat to American liberty. On January 20th, 2025, it goes to the ash heap of history in this country.
So if you were to become president, and previous presidents have discovered this, so you...
All right, so I want to say a few things real quick about this. The first thing is, you know, watch actions, not words. A lot of people talk, a lot of people promise a lot of things. Ron DeSantis actually did this. He led the charge as far as I believe. I don't know if there's another governor before. I don't believe so. But he's already banned and put legislation forward and signed legislation, I believe, to ban central bank digital currencies from Florida. Hopefully other Republicans follow suit, but he really did lead the way on a governor level already with this. So his words do match his actions here. I think it's a huge thing. One of the things that I see with Republicans is a lot of times they're playing catch up. The Democrats play like 100-year plan, 50-year plan. Even when you win elections, the Democrats still somehow get their way. And I think that's because Republicans don't plan, or they don't see stuff, or the base makes excuses when they mess up or when they sell them out. And this is a big one. I mean, I think the climate change agenda is huge. You have, obviously, the COVID agenda was huge. I think central bank digital currencies and how they form the new digital physical age is going to be a way that they control us. And I like that he's talking about this. A few things I want to say about it. One, this is why primaries are important, in my opinion. I see a lot of people, and I hate to be like a buzzkill. I've seen some people say, Namli, I agree with you, but you're a buzzkill. Why am I a buzzkill? Am I a buzzkill because people just like throw their entire love into like a certain person, and then when someone does journalism or video analysis that it like freaks them out because they didn't think about that already? I'm not trying to be a buzzkill, but you know, I see a lot of right-wing influencers that are just I'm not just a creator, I'm also a consumer. As you know, I listen to people, I like to intellectually challenge myself. I don't really listen to right-wing influencers anymore. I don't listen to the left either. There's nothing they can do for me, but I hear this analysis and I keep seeing people on Twitter say, Ron DeSantis never should have challenged Trump. He never should have challenged Trump. He never should have challenged Trump. And I always think to myself, even if you like Trump or going to vote for Trump, you think he's the better candidate, on what planet should Ron have not challenged Trump? Like, I don't understand. Trump has been underwhelming the last couple of years. He's been running around overselling the vaccine that he used socialism to push through with government taxpayer money. And America's been looking for a leader. So I like that Ron's challenging Trump. Say central bank digital currencies, even if you like Trump, do you think he would have talked about this? Is anyone else talking about it? Is any other governor pushing it? Why shouldn't we have an iron sharpens iron party where we bring the best minds together and make them compete for our vote and make them challenge each other? Because, you know, Ron DeSantis on this topic, you can say what you want about anything else he's done. I don't care. You're not going to offend me. But he's leading the way on this. Usually Republicans wait until it's already done and then they cry and then they're like, oh, I never saw that coming. No other governors out there banning central bank digital currencies. He's years ahead of this. And you could hear him when he talks. Sometimes he sounds kind of nerdy. I think I figured him out. Even though he's like a jock, like he used to play sports or whatever. I mean, he comes across very like analytical and nerdy, and he got really excited when he talked about central bank digital currencies. You could feel the passion. He's like, I know what I'm talking about here. I banned them. They're coming. They're going to use it to stop you from buying fuel. And you could feel his energy, like he's pumped to talk about these type of topics. It's a good thing. I don't understand why people don't want to see this type of challenge. Like, why? Like, we're just going to walk the same guy into office that was already there with no sort of challenge at all. And, you know, long story short, regardless of what you think of Ron, thank you for banning that in Florida. Thank you for bringing it to the main stage. Thank you for saying that you'll ban it on day one. And thank you for pushing the other candidates on this topic, because I highly doubt that anyone else would have really brought this up on the Republican side unless he did that. Now, real quick, before I end this live stream, I do want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy a little bit, because that's Ron DeSantis' competition. Obviously, he's not a real threat to Donald Trump. If he was, Trump would hate him. The way that the Trump...
Anyways, yeah, I like this guy, Anomaly. I've been watching him for a few years. He's really got a different, like a very unique perspective on things. Anyways, I moved over to Burger King. I was at McDonald's, but now I'm at Burger King. There's like these, a lot of like Armenians. I'm in Glendale. So this is like Armenian Central, and there's nothing wrong with I like Armenians, actually. I like Glendale, but these two guys, like, they walked over to my car, and they were standing right outside my open window, and just chilling there, smoking cigarettes. And they were just like, they weren't talking, they were just listening to me. And so I said something, and they like, I think they heard me, and then they walked away. And then like 10 minutes later, like the same guy, like, he backs into the space right next to me, and he's just sitting there, and I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what are you trying to accomplish here? Are you spying on me? So it was weird. Yeah, it was kind of bizarre. And so I said, you know what, I'm out of here. So I'm trying to get Wi-Fi from Burger King now. Whopper, it's called Whopper-Fi. Where is it? And hopefully I can get back to the chat, and I can say hi to y'all. There you go. Nice. Let's see. Come on, let's connect. So hopefully I can get here. Just give me a sec.
Campaign and all the Trump supporting influencers, they're all like, Vivek is amazing and Ron DeSantis is so bad. If Vivek was really challenging Donald Trump, the guy that you want back in office, everybody would hate him or call him a meatball or say that he's a swamper. So the fact that all these Trump supporting influencers are pushing Vivek just shows you that he's not a real threat. He's just like the guy to get Ron DeSantis out of their way. And another thing is, as much as they talk about the connections that DeSantis has, I mean, look into Vivek's history. I'm not knocking the guy, but this is my take on him. He's very, very interesting. I think he's saying all the right things. Personally, this is just my taste. Like, there's people I like and dislike. I've never trusted Vivek Ramaswamy for a single day. He sounds to me like a car salesman, but he's saying things that I agree with. I just don't believe him. It's never struck me as like, oh, this guy's really passionate and authentic. I'm like, nah, I don't trust this guy. But anyway, long story short, here's my question.
Well, anyways, I can't connect. I don't know why it's not connecting, but I can still read the old, yeah, I can read your old chat. It's still here on my screen, so that's good. So I can address a few of your comments. Hey, what's up, Legendary Dave? How's it going, man? You still got your beard? Okay, I wish RFK's voice wasn't all fucked up. I know. But honestly, I think it might be part of... I think it might be helping him, to be honest. Because, like, I'm not sure. It could be. It could be helping him. Because, like, when he's speaking, if you want to know what he's saying, you have to, like, really listen. And so, like, really listening, you're really hearing him if you can understand him. And I can understand him. But, yeah, it's not something you just, like, you can hear, like, passively and just pick up. You have to really pay attention. And it sucks. I mean, but the words he's saying are just so good. They're all fire because they're all so true. And we're not used to that. We crave that truth, man. You know, I crave it. I know I do. So, Martin, my thoughts on H-bar. I like it. I had a little bit a while ago and I sold it because it wasn't doing nothing. And I think it's more of a long-term thing. But Let's take a look at the chart actually, because we might be like close to a little run for H bar. I think H bar is a really good one. I mean, look at all the governing council. I mean, it's just obvious. It's an obviously chosen coin to me. It's chosen, and those are the ones you want because they're gonna stick around for a while. So let's take a look at H bar, and then I got to get going because it's dinner time, and now I can go do deliveries for Uber Eats because it gets busy around dinner time, especially on the weekend. It gets busy, and I can make some money, and then I can put money into crypto. So it's got a high market cap. It's like number 34, I think. Look at that. Oh, dang. That really dropped fast. Okay, it almost capitulated there. So it's creating a good little base. It's probably going to go sideways for a little longer. It's probably a great time to accumulate. It might have hit a little double bottom over here. If it comes up, it really needs to like kind of needs to come like above what, like almost like 8 cents and kind of stay there. I think it'll be another higher high. The thing is, it's creating lower lows too. Well, we had a lot. Okay, no, it's a higher high and higher high and higher low situation. So that's a good thing. There's a high, then we got a higher high here, and then we got a low, and then we got a higher low here. That's bullish. So it's accumulating, and I think it's gonna go on. And look at what it did back here in January 21. Look at that thing, man. Whoever was in on it, like A-Rod. I mean, I think he said he was he had it. He was liking it. That thing just blew up really fast, But it was just following it was following Bitcoin basically. It looks like the Bitcoin chart. So I mean, obviously, it's a chosen coin, and it's probably a secure one to have, you know. And it's at its lows. I don't really see it dropping much lower. If we have some crazy political, like geopolitical thing, or some disaster, like a natural disaster or a blackout or whatever, something crashes the market, I could see it coming down to 1 cent, and then I don't see it coming any lower than that for sure. So, you know, I don't know, but I doubt. Yeah, I mean, I think the lowest it could come is 1 cent, but I'm not an expert, so, but I do like it. So let's go back to the chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're speaking about, I like what Kennedy has to say too. Yeah, well, and I think, who was it who just asked him? I think Joe Rogan just straight up asked him, like, are you afraid of getting assassinated? And he said, no, I'm not. I think he said, no, I'm pretty sure I remember he said, no, I'm not afraid, but he said, that's how he talks. But, you know, he said something, but it was like, okay, respect for him. Casper has some massive partners. I know, Google Cloud, IBM. I think it's one of the only ones on Hyperledger protocol, or Hyperledger. Yeah, it's partnered with Hyperledger, I think. And there's only like 5. So I know, I think XRP, XLM. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, Casper is one that obviously I like it because I only hold 4 cryptos, and Casper is one of them. So I do like it. Total debt to gross domestic product ratio is now 136%. Yeah. Don't remind me, man. Freaking lizard people and their numbers. Yeah, Vet's still a good project. I don't see why it's not. So it's just kind of boring. It's just kind of been boring. Hi, thanks Daniel. Thanks Daniel for all your Casper comments in my last video. The eternal self-promoter. Yeah, BitBoy. He's a hard pill to swallow, man. And then there's something about I'm not this kind of like materialistic kind of, I'm not this superficial kind of guy at all. But just there's something about how he looks too that just it's like, how is he so famous, man? How did he well, he was ruthless. That's how he got famous. That's how he became big. So like part of me respects him for he's been working hard to grow his channel, regardless of what he had to do it. So, you know, I respect him for that. He is a hard worker, but he also seems to be someone who kind of is willing to like maybe kind of cheat a little bit, kind of like maybe steal, maybe lie a little, but he does portray himself as a Christian, and it's like, I don't know, man. Because he does his Sunday drive to church thing, and you know, I'm sure that hits home with a lot of his audience. So he's good at marketing, you know. So it's like, that's why I said I don't like him, but I kind of like I respect him in a way, but in another way I don't respect him. You know, I think he's a fool, or you know, it's like he's drawing so much attention on himself. I feel like someday it's gonna bite him in the ass, you know, because I feel like he doesn't know exactly what he's doing. Like, he's just doing anything he can to grow his channel and grow his fame and notoriety. But I was watching him when he was, well, I didn't really watch him that much back then, but I remember when his channel was only 5,000 subscribers, and that was like 3 years ago. And then he blew up, and then a lot of the other crypto channels blew up, and they kind of became famous. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad I wasn't one of them. I don't want to be a famous crypto influencer. You're probably just asking for trouble. You know, you're gonna make money, but you're asking for trouble. So I mean, that's part of the reason I stopped. Kind of like when I hit 20K subscribers, I felt comfortable there. You know, I feel comfortable there for now. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be big I don't want to be popular. I've never been popular, and I don't want to be popular now, especially when it comes to like crypto and stuff. Like, it's still a very nascent space. There's hackers, there's all sorts of people who want to get to you. They want to know what's on your mind. They want to know how much money you have. They want to know all sorts of things about you, and yet they won't give you anything about them. So it's like, they know you, but you don't know them. So why are you going to go and trust all these people who are asking you just all these questions about yourself and your personal life? And it's like, dude, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that shit. I don't want to be a popular crypto YouTuber or a big one. Maybe I'm kind of popular in certain circles, not now, but I used to be. But I don't want to be this huge. No, hell no. That's I'm just not that kind of guy. So I've always been kind of this, I've never been a nerd, but I've always been kind of just shy, an introvert. Yeah. So, and the same guy, there's another guy. Is that the same guy? He keeps looking over here. What's that all about? Is that the same guy? I don't know. That's bizarre, dude. That's fucking bizarre. I think it's the same guy. There was two guys, and now there's the guy in the blue shirt. He's hanging out at the bus stop right behind me, and he keeps looking over here. Maybe I'm imagining things. I fucking hope I don't disappear tonight. Shit. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting out. I don't need to be here. I'm not even connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go start my I wonder if they're hackers and they hacked into my computer when I connected to McDonald's. Nah. See, I know I seem paranoid, but like, you kind of have to be when you're on your own, you know, living out of your car. You got to be you got to take care of yourself, you know, make sure you watch your back. So I'm going to drive out of here. I think I'm going to let you guys go soon, because I do need to go to work You know, I've been so hungry today. Like, I'm hungry again. But yeah, just remember CBDs are evil. Like, they will end our freedom. They're a big concern. We do need to be talking about them. I'm just gonna drive by this guy and like stare at him. Just stare in his eyes. Like, what are you up to, you motherfucker? I was listening to oh, that's not even him. Alright. It's just a guy who's dressed exactly like him. You know, you just gotta watch your back. You gotta be careful, you know. Well, I don't know. I was talking about crypto and like probably sharing way too much. And these two guys walk straight over to my car and like literally right outside of my open window, and they're just listening to me and smoking and not talking to each other. And it was bizarre. It was strange. That doesn't ever happen. Like, people don't really come by my window or my open, they don't come by my car very often. Like, why would you come straight to someone's car and stand right outside their window when you can go anywhere else? You know, it was bizarre. Maybe they were crypto people. Maybe they were. Maybe they were Crypto Mike fans and they were too shy to say anything to me. You know, maybe they just liked my beard. Maybe they liked my new haircut. It's pretty nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty nice. I mean, that's probably what it was. They were probably gonna try to tie me down and cut off my beard and then just take it, like fight, like maybe do rock paper scissors over it and then just take it. Like, they wanted my beard. That's probably what it was. So you got to be careful sometimes. You got a nice beard like this. I went and paid I paid $50. I gave him a $7 tip. He charged me $23 to shave my head. It took 2 minutes. He charged me $23. I said, all right, it's fine. It looks pretty good, so whatever. But I'm not coming back. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna overcharge me like that, is that normal? Let me know. You know, actually, I think it was $28. Yeah, I'm sorry, it wasn't 23. It was $28. And that's not $28. Is that a normal haircut nowadays? Because I haven't had one for a while. Is that what they really charge now? That's crazy, man. Things are just everything. Like, food is so expensive, man. Oh yeah. It's like, you gotta be in crypto. You gotta make money if you want to live the same lifestyle. You know, if you want to keep eating decent food, and you gotta make your car payments. What else are you gonna do? Unless you're making a good income and you have a really good job, you know, then, you know, what else are you gonna? You're gonna work like a minimum wage job, and you're not going to make a whole lot of money. But if you just accumulate dollar cost average every week into some of your like solid cryptos and just wait for the bull run and then sell when it's high, and don't get too greedy like I did, and just hold and hold and hold, thinking it's going to go up another leg, and then it doesn't. Oh, that was so disappointing. But yeah, you know, that's a way to make money, and then you can afford to eat Jersey Mike's every day. You can afford, you know, you can afford your Chipotle, you know, or you can afford some good pizza instead of just Domino's. You know, you can afford to buy a car like I did. Like my freaking car is so awesome, but I'm really hoping that the bull market comes and I'll be able to just completely pay it off, and not have to pay my monthly payment, and then I'll keep working, and I'll have just income, and all I have to pay for is my car insurance. So I'll just have all this money flowing in, and then I'll live a rock star lifestyle, you know, and I'll probably buy a beach house. That'd be nice. Wouldn't it be nice to live at the beach, like on the beach, on the shore? Wouldn't that be sweet? It would be so expensive though. Like, I don't even know if that would be really worth it. I don't think it'd be worth it, to be honest. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. Thanks for being here. Hit the thumbs ups. Crypto Mike here. I'm here to stay, baby. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Crypto Mike out. Peace. Love y'all.